Alright, quick lunch session. We have about 30 minutes, so we're gonna get some work done. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna go fill our cracks and our gaps with gaps and cracks.
Let's do it.
It's the great stuff.
Alright, let's go.
Shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Here's what the foam ended up looking like. Leon's over here doing a little jibby jab.
Alright, so one of us, went a little hard on the spray foam over here, the great stuff. So it's overflowed all over, so we're using this
Little spatula.
to kind of get under it and kind of trim off the excess. So it's really in here. Okay, there we go. Yay.
Ta-da!
What you working on?
Well, we're trimming down this little wheel well cover so that it'll fit more properly on top of this. Since we added our subfloor, it kind of raised this up a little bit, so now I'm going to take the equivalent off of the bottom. Maybe we have to take the jigsaw too.
What was that?
We're going to take the jigsaw too.
Oh, so the scissors aren't very good at cutting it?
Well, I told you it was a test run. So I trimmed probably about 1.5 inches from the bottom of this, and now it should fit over our wheel well. Not too
Nice.
shabby.
Reusing parts.
Yeah, and I mean, what else are we gonna do with it, right? And it's got insulation. That's at least R 0.1.
Oh, good. Nice.
Toodaloo. Good morning, people. It's just me today. Got my monster ready. What do we got? Ultra watermelon. Delicious. So I think today we're going to be doing a bunch of the random cleanup stuff that I've been procrastinating on. So let's jump right into that. So the access hole on the Ford Transit is back here. It's obviously covered up because we forgot. But luckily somebody else had this issue, and then some other people who actually thought about it first came to the rescue with some measurements. So I used those measurements to drill out this hole here, and then I was able to shine a light down there and peek down there and see where we actually needed to drill. So I was close, but I did mark it up with these other kind of crosshairs where I believe it's closer to actual center of where we need to drill. So that ended up being, according to my tapes here, 24 3/16 from the D pillar. Sorry, 13/16 from the D pillar. And then from the rear, which basically lines up with the metal area that is typically covered by the rear bumper or step, is pretty much exactly 4.5. So that crosshair will drill out a pilot hole. I'll get probably somewhere around 1 inch to 2 inch hole saw out, drill that through. But really, I was taking a peek at how you actually would unlock it. And the tool that you would use is basically just like 1 inch long, or inch wide. So pretty much after you add all of your vinyl or anything you cover, you need to have at least 1 inch so that your tool can fit in there. And I can show you where that is really quickly. So swinging around to the passenger side, you have this little cover, and basically this is what you use to unscrew that thing that drops the spare tire. So this is about 1 inch, probably under, but we'll just oversize our hole a little bit because we'll be covering it with other stuff. And on this side, you kind of just have this like square almost socket looking thing, which ultimately plugs into this, I don't know, little lug wrench, so that you have a little more leverage. So this needs to fit in the hole that we drilled to the spare tire. So let's keep on going. So I got a 1 3/4 inch hole saw, got my drill. The 1 3/4 fits pretty well for this. It extends past the inner circle, but not past the outside casing. So that'll give us the opportunity to reuse the factory cover if we wanted to, or since 1 3/4 is more or less the standard size, we could just reuse that. So I'm going to drill a pilot hole at my mark. I'm hoping that it doesn't cause any issues with it being right next to where I drilled that original hole. So we're going to see how it goes. But regardless, we're getting a hole somewhere. So I'm going in reverse first, just to get everything seated. And now we'll just go to town, I guess. Okay, not too shabby. So yeah, you can see our little hole. I'll have to blow it out a little bit, get some of the dust and gunk off of it. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. I guess it could have gone to the left, maybe like in 1/4 inch or so. But otherwise, not too shabby. It'll work. Not too shabby. The PL300 in between our plywood and our foam appears to spread really good. So it's a nice layering there. You can see good contact all the way around. So, job complete.